Okay, so how do you say race equality links in with physical space and the work of housing associations and housing in general?
Well, I think the Butte Town area and the Bay Area have very much come into sharp focus because of the unveiling of Betty Campbell. And as you know, her work in the local community of Butte Town, where at the time that she started her work was quite a rundown area and a lot of crime, a lot of difficulties. And I do think many of the diverse ethnic communities that are living there need to experience that level of inclusion. Of course, the Bay has developed since it was Tiger Bay, but I think of people like Patty Flynn, who drew attention to the Bay, Roma Taylor, Angela Barnes, all these people who are Black history legends for us, drew attention to the Bay. And I do think today, housing sectors have the opportunity to turn that space into more green environments, to encourage those in accommodations there to come out, use their creative talent to bring about more knowledge of Somali history, more knowledge of Sudanese communities. I mean, some of the families on the docks, you know, their ancestors served in the wars. How can we help and support the housing sector to make living and alive the spaces in where their tenants are? How can we get the tenants more involved?
Absolutely.
In telling the story of Black history?
Yeah, and I feel like community is a big aspect as well, and joining and bringing all those different diverse groups of people together. And obviously historically, you know, what happened in Tiger Bay with the redevelopment and people being pushed out, or, you know, that sort of sense of community eroded, and I feel like there's been a massive resurgence, particularly in the past couple of years, of, you know, certain stories and history of Butte Town and Tiger Bay coming alive again, and sort of a rejuvenation of that, you know, which is linking in like
to everything.
Yeah, Black History Month, and obviously starting today. So yeah, really important for those communities.
Very important. I think somebody whose story and life, you know, apart from Betty, that really resides about that space is Patty Flynn. She calls herself, I am a Tiger Bay jazz diva. And when you talk to her about, she was our Black history patron, and sadly passed away on the 10th of September in 2020 in the pandemic. And she was instrumental in really highlighting the kind of community feel in Butte Town all those years ago. She was 83, and she said to me, I remember sitting, it was a very rundown area, sitting on the steps. I was a 7-year-old while I watched my brothers go to war, and every single one of my 5 siblings died in the war. And she said, I lost 2 brothers, I lost my father, I lost my granddad and my uncle, all the male members. So that community have also had a real sense of loss, and lack of acknowledgement has been a strong thing. So I do think all the housing sectors that provide supported housing for people there, you take this opportunity to get people to talk, create conversation cafes, encourage people to show their community day, you know, bring a special food from your community and have those conversations, especially as October begins. But don't make it just about October.
Yeah.
It's going to be 365.
Absolutely.